Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. We're going to do some more bargain hunting. I've actually been shopping this morning trying to fill out some of the reward cards that I purchased yesterday. I needed 10 more copies of this or 20 more copies of that. So let's do that so we can get that next level. And this morning I want to look at some gold cards. I'm down to 80,000 credits. So I did spend 220 bucks on normal foil reward cards, and we're going to be a bit more frugal with this because I'm looking at the prices on Peak Monsters here for the gold foils, and you'll notice that there were six cheap cards: Gargoyle Lion, Venari Heatsmith, Pellicor Conjurer, Pellicor Deceiver, Pellicor Bandit, and Pellicor Mercenary, and every other card is at least double those prices, at least double, sometimes triple. Even for the Nightmare, it's triple the value of the cheapest ones here. Is the Nightmare 3 times more powerful than, say, Gargoyle Lion? I don't think so. They even have similar feels. Like the Nightmare is a speed monster that is gonna be able to hopefully dodge some hits. Gargoyle Lion is the exact same thing. Speed monster with flight and then rage. That's gonna be, yes, it's only got 3 speed, but remember rage is gonna bring that up to 5. So it's gonna, plus it's got the flying, so it's gonna be able to dodge a good number of attacks. How is this thing worth $2.15? I'd argue it's not. I think it's worth more than that. We're gonna buy 5 of them. How many do we need? 5 would give us the void. You know what? Let's buy 9 of them. So we just bought 9 Gargoyle Lions, and we are going to spend the rest of our money. We're going to allocate the rest of our money to bids on some of these other golds. Specifically, I want to look for, and you should do this too, when you're looking to buy monsters and you want to be patient about it and you want to get a good price, the best thing I can tell you is to use the bid function. You can place a bid and you can just wait for somebody to fill that. It's possible that your price will never get filled. So if you really need that card, you don't want to use the bid function. But if you've got $60 that, like, I'm going to have in a minute here, I'll have about 60,000 credits left. Yep, 60,000 credits. And I want to allocate those wisely to buy as many useful monsters as I can. Then let's go ahead and use the bid function. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna bid on the Venari Heatsmith. I think this is a good card. I think it's underrated for sure. For this price point, for it to be the cheapest of all monsters in the marketplace means that it's cheap. Like, comparatively speaking, but objectively speaking also. It's a good card. It's got utility. $1.79 for the high bid is very, very affordable and reasonable. I am going to place a bid for that. So I'm going to outbid the person ahead of me. I'm going to go 1.85. And I'm going to say I'd be willing to buy 10 copies. You don't have enough DEC for that, is that right? Total BSX. Of course I do. $2. Bids are filled using your Splinterlands. Oh, okay. So I can only use bids when I have DEC. Oh, I didn't know that. See, even people who've been around for a long time learn things. So bids are great, and that would be an excellent way to come in and essentially get 20% off. It would be an excellent way to get 20% off on this Heatsmith, but it's not going to be available to me. Let's just go through and buy a few of them then. These are just investments. They probably aren't going to be fully maxed out by me ever. I'm not likely going to use these as my primary card. But then again, maybe I will, and I'll just be surprised how quickly I end up maxing some of these. I'm only really considering these 6 cards. At the Demented Shark, which is selling for $5.60, I'm stopping. Pellicor Mercenary, I really like this card. But the bid price and the last sale price is, 70 cents less than the current low price. So I'm gonna walk away from that one. Gonna get a couple of these guys. You guys know my feelings on the fast flight monsters. I think that's going to be really meaningful. I know it's meaningful in the existing meta, but as we even separate the old leagues from the new leagues, we're going to see, I think, speed is even more important than it ever was. Look at that. A max copy gold foil, 82 bucks. Somebody's going to buy that and they're going to be very happy with themselves. I don't want to buy it. I don't have enough money to buy it, but a max copy for 82 bucks gold foil. This is an excellent card with 4 damage at the top end, 6 speed, 5 heal or life, sneak and flying. This is an excellent card for $80. I used to think $40 was an amazing price for a good card. Now I think $80. I used to think $1 was a good price for gold foils. Now I think $2. It's just the number of players that have come into this game have changed the economics of this thing. So I now feel really $80 is like an amazing deal for a great card. That's my 2 cents, and it might go lower. So this was I'm looking at just all the generic reward cards at gold. I want to quickly look at legendary, see what the cheapest legendary. Okay, look at that, 200 bucks, way too expensive. Okay, so like I was saying, I used to think $1 was a great deal for a cheap gold foil. Now I think $2. I used to think 40 bucks for a cheap gold foil. Sorry, a cheap excellent monster. Now I think 80 bucks. That's kind of the pricing scheme I've got in my mind when I look at these things. Now when I look at these epics with $35, I mean, I don't have enough money anyways. I guess I could get one, but still I don't think so. Okay. So right now I'm relegated at my current price point to really get into. I could go for a few more goldy irregulars. Hmm. I'm looking at the price points of these monsters, and I'm seeing how cheap the cheapest is compared to some of the other ones. Like, how quickly does the value escalate? Exploding Rats is the cheapest in the market value, $6.30. Twilight Basilisk, $6.85. 7, $7.35, 8, $9.50, $10.50, $13.50. You see how quickly it's starting to escalate? $25, $30, $34. So that's what I want to think about when I consider buying some of these cards like Exploding Rats. It'd be great to have a few Exploding Rats. How many can I afford? Because then I could give one, like a level 1 Exploding Rat. It's not particularly special actually. But perhaps 3 copies is actually pretty decent. 3 copies is going to be functional at silver, and it's going to give me 3 attack, 5 speed, and 1 hit. And in equalizer matches, that's going to be pretty powerful. But if I go 1 more, I'm going to get 1 more speed. So let's go 4. We'll put that to use. That's a bit of a splurge, but I think it's a great card. I think it's going to appreciate. I think I'm going to have no problem reselling that in the future, and it's a good card, especially for my silver deck, D.E. Cunningham. Okay, we probably have, what, 10,000 points, credits left. Let's get some more of these cheap regular foil, because clearly I'm a little bit outclassed on the gold foil. Need some deep pockets to get in there and snap up those guys. What if I come in here and just check out the Heatsmith again, which I need? Yup, 6. There you go, for sure. That card was selling at 6.6 cents per BCX, and the next cheapest card was 7.1 cents. That sort of discount to me, I gotta jump on it. I consider it worth more than 7 cents. I consider it worth more than 10. I consider it worth more than 50. But when the price is like 20%, 15, 20% cheaper when you buy bulk, I start to get interested. Like here we go again, but look at this one, 50 of this for 7.4 cents, or I can get one copy for 7.7 cents. That's not as big a discount on the bulk purchase. And so I'm less inclined to just necessarily buy it. It's a maybe, and I like this card, so you know, it's a strong maybe. But I want to look first before I just do what I... So one of you guys bought that one last night. Last night there was a 400, well, I don't know if it was one of you guys, but there was a max copy of this thing for 26 bucks or something. 28 bucks. I bought a copy of it, and somebody else clearly did also. This is an excellent card. I think I'm going to buy this other little guy right here. I can share it with my lower level deck. I need some more Pellicore deceivers. I bought 300 of them yesterday and today, but I'm going to need a few more. So now we're pretty much broke. Gonna have about 2,000 DEC left, or 2,000 credits left maybe. Can I get... Ooh, I need some more. I'm kind of not even very close to done with my Pellicore mercenary. I think I've got level 7 right now. So I'm going to need another 300 BCX. If I can afford this, I'm gonna. But I don't think I can. Well, it says I can. Get it. Okay, that'll be it, I think. So, this is just me putting my money where my mouth is, guys. You know, I tell you that I believe in this game. I tell you that I think these assets are going up in price. I'm not telling you that you should rush out and buy these, but I personally think that these have significant utility, a fun use case, and that use case actually provides rewards is interesting, right? I can use these to play the game to receive rewards, more free cards, more dark energy crystals, eventually SPS, tournament rewards, on and on and on. Credits, or I mean merits from the Brawl system. And so they have utility. They're limited in number. I know the user base is growing. So for me, it's a no-brainer. But if you don't have the sort of assets I can, maybe just come along the side of the channel and just watch. I'm personally confident that over a long enough time horizon, particularly across like a couple of years, these prices are going to be laughably low. In the next month, 2 months, it's definitely possible these prices continue to go down. Understand completely that I know that, and also understand that I just don't care. It means nothing to me. I'd rather have the opportunity available to me that buying these cards now represents, as opposed to the risk of not having them now. If you don't understand that, then you don't understand, you know, how quickly things can change in cryptocurrency. And if these prices just suddenly shoot up as they can, then it's entirely possible that I'll just be priced out of a certain card. And that can happen as the meta changes, and people just collectively understand how important, for instance, flight and dodge and backfire have become. And with Pellicore Mercenary being 10 cents, like in my opinion, as we move into the separation of the two rank battle systems, you're gonna just see people, like the light bulb's gonna go on, and people are gonna recognize the value of these newer reward cards, because the older reward cards and older betas and alphas are no longer even available in that new system. And of course, I'm gonna want to win. I'm gonna want to be collective or effective in both leagues. So I need to power up. It's an investment. It's a risk. But I also consider the risk of not purchasing them, because I have a long-term mindset here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be competitive at all levels of this thing. And so I need to understand that and prepare for that in a way that maybe you don't. So if this type of content is interesting, I invite you to like and subscribe. Also stay tuned for the guild tournaments that Time and Attention is going to be launching. Looking forward to inviting you guys into the guild through the Discord, getting to know you guys on a more intimate level, but also then, you know, getting you an opportunity to come into the official guild and become a member where you'll participate in brawls, earn merits, and on and on and on. So guys, stay tuned. So much more coming. Appreciate your time and attention. Have an amazing day. God bless.